All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Hajime no Ippo, episode 75. Guys, this is the second to last episode of the first season, if you will,
right,
of Ippo, which means it's going down.
Yeah.
It's going down this episode. This is when you pull out all the stops and you end the fight.
You end a life. Potentially.
Something is ending. It's just a question of whether it's just
a career
some ribs,
or is it a life? Yeah.
Yeah, or more.
Right.
Ippo and Sendo are going all out at this. Yep. No coach is willing to throw in the towel here.
They can't. They're enraptured and compelled to watch.
Yeah, our champions on the sidelines in Mashiba and Takamura are both freaking out right now at how intense this has gotten. The coach for Sendo is so proud and grateful, not only of Sendo, but of Ippo to be able to bring this out of Sendo.
Yep.
And, oh my god.
I love just how much Mashiba wants to, cheer on, but he's like,
you can't do it. Can't do it. Nope. Can't do it. Nope. Not even if Kumi, really asks
really
nicely.
Awesome. Yeah.
Not gonna do it.
Yeah.
But, Ippo and Sendo are going at it.
Yep.
And this could be it, y'all. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Ow.
Oh, man. So do you think he's gonna die?
Sendo? No.
Yeah.
No. I think he's gonna be brutally hospitalized, but no. I don't think he's gonna die. I think it's gonna come so close to the point where people will be worried.
Yeah.
But no.
But they could do the broken rib puncturing a lung thing,
Yeah. Any kind of internal organ other than, I don't know, what do you have a duplicate of that you can afford to... A kidney. But even then, yeah, that's the kind of thing where you do surgery and...
Yeah.
Yeah. Now. Whoa. Oh, Sendo. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh man.
Wow. Oh. Jeez.
Oh boy.
What? Oh, for both of them.
And
all the way back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
When are they gonna do the next
step further?
Oh boy.
That's the show right there.
All right.
Only by willpower. Oh. Oh,
wow. They can't let this slow down at all. If the adrenaline dies down even a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh no.
Dempsey roll. Oh my god.
Yay.
I'm actually surprised Ippo left his corner. I just kind of wind up already, just right out the gate, you know.
Well, it probably wants a place to retreat if it doesn't work out properly, you know.
Yeah, having more wiggle room for sure. What's Sendo doing? Oh!
Okay.
Oh!
Thunder cross split attack.
Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Storing up! Oh! That's why his hands are high. Oh my god!
Oh boy.
Putting it all into this one attack!
Yeah.
Yep, here goes the feet and the
Alright.
windup!
Alright.
Yeah! Are you ready, Sendo? Do you hear it now? Oh! Whoa!
Alright.
He broke the tempo.
Oh! 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 Oh!
Oh! That connected!
Oh, man.
That connected!
Oh!
Oh, but he still got him!
Oh!
Spot!
That's the... Oh! Oh, man.
Oh! Oh!
Like the whole rib cage started to crack, not just the couple ribs.
Oh, this is it.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Come
Sendo's
on.
got it.
You have to break him, Ippo.
Oh! Oh! What? What? Oh no! He's completely exposed on the same side now!
Oh my god.
Ippo can do whatever he
God.
wants to him right now.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh! Oh! He fainted!
Oh, and then he's gonna go again?
No! Oh, it's an uppercut! Oh, we're getting
All
fainted
right.
now, Jacob!
All right.
Jesus. Oh, it's the death
Oh,
roll!
here it comes!
is!
Here it comes! Oh my god! Granny said put the fear of God into that boy.
No, Sendo!
Oh man!
Please, just don't hit his right side again! Oh my god! Oh!
I love that they're bringing back like the original OP, but it's like
Yeah.
a different part of it.
Oh! Such away! Oh, we're hearing the full
But the
version
thing
of
is,
the OP
he's gonna
too.
get back up.
No. This might be it.
No, he's getting back up. Ippo is going to have to go even further.
Yeah, but I Wow!
Wow,
Yeah.
that is insane. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm. But Sendo's gonna get back up.
Oh, Sendo! Please stay down. He's gonna see it right here. You're right, Jacob. He's gonna get back up. Dang
Yeah.
it. No, you don't have to win to get the answer. You just have to look at Sendo right here. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The count shouldn't stop now, though.
Not until he's off the ropes, yeah, but...
And assumed his battle stance, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
my
not his
God.
way, though. Like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. Come on.
He'll get his sleep when he's dead.
Oh. Their eyes are gonna meet.
Yep, yep.
Oh, whoa, whoa. 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 He snapped himself back into it. Oh. Oh my god, Sendo, you legend. Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Again.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
You did it, Ippo. Jesus. Oh, I was.
Sendo might be kind of okay.
Yeah. I thought. Oh.
Because if he kept going, Ippo would have to put him in the ground.
No. Don't.
Oh, and the original ED.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Takamura.
Mashima's
like, I can leave now.
Yep. Congratulate him, cheer him. Oh,
No, he's gonna head out. Yep. Oh.
All right. Yeah.
He's come so far. You did it. You moved this old soul. You hear that, kids? You hear that, kids? Let the tears flow. You're just gonna be doing it in 20 years anyway.
Miata, yeah.
Yeah.
Turn around and have a look. Yeah.
Oh. This is such a happy ending.
That's right.
And you almost got back up
Yes, you
and
did.
get into it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh. I'm counting on it.
In this life, thankfully, it seems.
Yeah, exactly. That clarification.
And then he gets rushed off to the hospital.
What?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And let us show us the kids.
Oh, we're gonna see him. Don't worry. We're gonna see him. Don't worry. You too, stand up proud.
Yep, that's
Fought
right.
like a legend, like a god out there. Jeez. Oh, what a good guy.
Yeah.
Yep. Fasten that belt on him there.
Yep.
You did it, Ippo.
You did it, Ippo.
You did it. Yeah. Just let it all out, buddy. You did it. You can celebrate.
Oh, that smile. Yeah! Woo! All right.
Whoa!
Hachi!
With the dog in your arms.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Wow.
7 rounds. Jeez.
Okay.
Oh.
That's
Now we have to
just
come
first
down off
episode.
this high and just
Yeah,
go back to regular.
そんなボロボロじゃ縮小会どころじゃないな。とにかく今日は帰って休み。
はい。それじゃあ会長、八木さん、篠田さん、
Uh,
今日はありがとうございました。
Thank you for all of your help today.
yeah.
あ、それから
One other thing.
2、3日したら精密検査を受けられたぞ。
はい、わかりました。
それと
あ、はい。
I'm really proud of you.
Yep, uh-huh. Yep, tell him. You tell him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
同じ相手に2度負ける
Oh.
あいつのカリスマ性それに本人のプライドが大きく傷ついただろうからな
引退もあると
なあしょんべん行こう思ったんやけど隣の車両応援団乗っとんねんわいはあれでも一生懸命やって負けた気持ちはさっぱりしとるよ
Oh, yeah.
しゃけど約束は守られへんかった
とにかく席戻ろうや
ロッキー
Oh. Coach is like Keikaku Dori.
Yep.
胸張れやロッキー
Yeah. Yeah.
難しいことあらへん
せや今までで一番の試合やったで
黙っとったわけあらへん
感動して喋られへんかったんや
わいらも胸張って帰るわこの先もロッキーについてくれ
Oh. Yeah, don't you dare quit on us, Sendo. He wouldn't do that, but
また一から
you have another reason not to.
しゃけど必ず這い上がったる必ず
You have to start over.
Wow.
Ippo. Another first step, you know?
He'll get up again with his wounded body.
Yeah.
Come on.
ばあちゃんなあわいまだ弱かったわ
Okay.
あんたらの子は
Yeah.
一つ強なって帰ってきたよ
Yep.
But he came home. That's the most important thing.
Mm-hmm. But he's still progressing is the
Yep.
thing that she's realizes that he's not stuck in a rut or anything. Mm.
Oh.
That's so happy.
Yeah.
3 days
ちょっ
later.
と早いかな
Physical exam time.
遅れるよりはいいか
仙道は5ラウンド半ばのリバーブローで肋骨が2本を折り取ったそうじゃ
肋骨をそんな素振り全然
できながらあっぱれというほかあるまい
Yeah, because there were a lot of close calls with just Ippo being a little bit faster.
Mm-hmm.
覚えてるか小僧
え
5ラウンド終了の休憩で貴様がわしに
あの時仙道さんと戦っていた時確かに何かつかめそうだったんですけど何も見つかってないんですだからこれからもご指導よろしくお願いします
Hey!
Yeah. The true celebration.
Yeah. Ah!
Oh.
Yume omite!
俺の目の黒い口に
Rolling God! Ah! Ooh! Oh! Oh!
Going through all the OPs and EDs.
Yeah!
I love it.
Oh! This is great. I like how they also jumped from that with them doing karaoke. So.
And she got the first autograph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aww. Itsuyo namuna. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, that's right. Do that karaoke.
Back to that road work. I want an end credit scene or a little just bit of bumping into Sendo.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. All right. The fight is over. Ippo is the champion.
Yep. Sendo's
Japan
alive.
featherweight thing. Well, not only that, Sendo doesn't seem to be over.
No.
Like I think this ended way better than we expected it to.
Yeah.
I think we expected to have Ippo basically tap into his actual, like, killer intent in some level. Like, he would have to break him.
Because the thing is that if Sendo hadn't fallen down there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ippo would have had to keep beating him on that spot. You know, he would have had to keep doing those liver blows.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the show in some ways kind of reminding us that willpower is not the end-all be-all when it comes to boxing.
Yeah, you still do need the physical aspect to it.
Yeah, but like this is an anime for sure, and there are a lot of things that are hyper-stylized and dramatized up a bit. But this is real boxing. He took way too much repeated damage in the same spot.
Like his whole rib cage was collapsed. Like that's crazy. Like it wasn't like the rib cage was still intact, but like it was just a door at that point.
Yeah,
like oh man.
Yeah. So Ippo wins the whole thing, gets the celebration that he deserves. He has come so far. This is the culmination of the first step, you know, the first episode.
Oh yeah.
And you know, the steps that he'll take beyond this. And he's going to meet Sendo again, eventually in the ring. And that's so exciting because Sendo as a character is one that I don't think should have had any character arc fully resolving at this point here. He has so much more he can learn and grow from than just having a couple fights with Ippo and having the second one be the one where he learns everything. No, if anything, there's so much more he can grow and attain, and so many ways he can get stronger here, because the answer that they were both looking for shouldn't have come even really from them winning. Like the Chief was saying, it's something that's like a cloud. You can't just grab it. You're going to be chasing that for almost forever. So if anything, they probably found another question in the fight, but I feel like they were just so absorbed in it themselves that there was no way they would find that answer just there. So it's exciting. They're both okay. For the most part. Sendo did break 2 ribs, apparently. Which, okay, cool. He only broke 2 ribs.
And then the others, fractures along.
Yeah, I'm sure he has tons of fractures, which those will... Like, those aren't full breaks, though.
Right, so
there are ones where they're bad.
The experts didn't seem to be too concerned after they found out what happened, so...
Right, so he's probably going to be okay. He will probably be done boxing for months, at least.
Well, and they did bring up the whole thing of he lost twice to the same person.
Because his career might literally be over in terms of what kind of matches he's getting offered, if any. Because... one of the big things about boxing in general is that there's that hype they need to generate for not just the amount of tickets that they'll sell for the fight, but also
the future of this person.
Right, but it's also that each boxer wages their reputation a little bit in against the other person. So if you're like, oh, you're Sendo, you're the guy that lost twice, you're the guy that lost the champion belt, you lost twice against Ippo.
Right.
You know,
so
you're not as exciting anymore.
Right. Will he ever reach that? Because even if he does reach the title of champion again, which he probably won't while Ippo's there,
right,
that's just old territory at this point, right?
Right. So he has to then go back to waging his body against people that are all up-and-coming boxers.
Right.
So he's risking way more than they are. To them, it's like all upside, basically.
Yeah.
If they lose to Sendo, it's like, well, he was an ex-champion of the featherweight title.
He's terrifying, you know.
Yeah. But, God, I love that we got a happy ending here, because I wasn't expecting...
I was not expecting a happy ending.
I was expecting a happy ending and that Ippo would win. I think we couldn't doubt, really.
Definitely.
Like, this was the meta moment where Ippo takes the gold and wins.
But the thing is that when Sendo went down, and and like the fact that it wasn't just that they showed the ribs that were broken, but like they showed the other ones cracking and the whole like rib cage like giving like that. It's like,
I'm gonna find that image again.
Oh God,
that was pretty terrifying to look at.
But you knew Sendo was gonna get back up. They didn't even show it. Like
for a second, I didn't, but I'm impressed that you knew immediately. Yeah,
because of course he is. Like that's the kind of person that he is. The happiest ending that we could get is that after he got back up, he just was not capable of fighting, right? You know, like, because, oh, man.
God, but they went all the way into it with another...
Yep.
with another Dempsey roll too.
And the way they
let's find that. Here it is. It's only for like 2 seconds or what have you, but oh my god. So these two ribs, they're clearly broken.
But then like all along like the inside there, it's just cracking.
Yeah, well, it's actually not actually that bad.
Yeah.
Look at it here again, because I think we keep flinching and looking away, and we see them move, but there's actually they just move. They all shudder.
Yeah, okay.
But these two are the ones where he's punching. That's why they're broken.
Gotcha. Yeah.
He is punching the same direct spot, and so the ripple effect, because they're ribs and they're kind of bouncy in a lot of ways. Like, you know, he's an adult, so they're not that spongy or what have you.
Well, yeah, because I think it's the whole idea of I don't know too much about how the biology of the human body and all that stuff, but since you can breathe and your chest can rise and things like that, I think it's what I was mistaking is that the part where they go and connect to the sternum, that it looked like there was a bunch of like hairline fractures along that line there.
Yeah, those are
actually just the
Those are just the points where they jut out a little bit. Yeah, but if anything, the ribs are the most flexible, like some of the most flexible bones in the body.
Right, it makes sense. Yeah,
but it's specifically so that when your lungs kind of expand and what have you, your ribs kind of adjust a little bit with it.
Yeah,
not a lot, obviously. But that, of course, becomes less and less the case as you grow older. But if you were to get hit a bunch there, especially in the low ribs, the ones that are the floaters, it's not going to. It's not going to immediately break necessarily. It's just a really good protective
thing. Yeah, that makes me feel so much better about Sendo and how he was after the fight, and that makes sense because otherwise they would have mentioned, you know, if he had just gotten like a wall, like just a line of fractures all the way down his rib cage like that, they probably would have mentioned that. But like,
yeah, well, he might have passed out from the pain at that point. Like,
but that's earlier. The thing. It's Sendo. Like,
Sendo.
He's not the kind of guy that'll pass out from the pain. Like, it's when
he did hear. Though.
I mean, he you know, yeah. But like this was something where, like, I feel like he just couldn't get his arm. He couldn't actually lift his arms, and then it just sort of his whole body kind of shut down. But
there were multiple moments where each of the characters tapped into willpower, and the one where we basically realized that Sendo was the god was where they got actually really technical with the fight here, and they showed that Sendo approaching in with his double cross block means, which we've seen this before, but it's something where he's ready to take the biggest punch from Ippo, but then from there he's going to be set up to be able to do his next biggest punch.
Right.
So he's like, come at me, Ippo, and then he just comes towards him like, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? And the thing that, and he has, I think he had left at the front.
Left at the front.
Which means that he's set up for that jab, which will go, like they said, straight for the neck here. And I think what they kind of built up here, which was really cool on the technical level, because the fight in itself isn't a huge kind of plot intricate thing. There's a lot of like just moments where they're just going at it.
Right. Yeah, this is definitely the most technical probably they were. Strategy-wise.
There were a couple moments in the past, but in this episode, this was definitely the most technical part because I'm realizing, Sendo has a slight range advantage, like a slight little bit, like he's basically the same size, but he is a little bit bigger, so he gets that added little bit of strength and potentially a little bit of range here. And because they're so slow, one quick jab can set up the wall up again to where he just goes into, just wailing on him with that's really crossed. Stance or what have you,
because that's really what they need here. Because like they mentioned it, they can't just knock someone down with one punch anymore because they're too weak at this point. So they need to do their full bring everything against it, and you can't do that without setting up for
because the punches are too slow.
Right,
they require they get telegraphed too much. They end up preparing too many things. So Sendo is basically saying, "I'm going to back you into a corner." And make you initiate. And once you initiate, which you will not be able to break this block, I will then hit you in the perfect spot.
Right.
And then set up my whole thing and we'll go for this. But Ippo basically realizes, well, fine, let's Dempsey roll this. And he just starts going into it. And Sendo actually breaks the Dempsey roll.
Because that's the thing. That's the thing that I love about this, is that it wasn't that, like, because since these guys are, the top of the top, right? At least in Japan. The idea that one of them would have a strategy and then someone would have a strategy to counter and things like that, that just makes sense, right? But like I love the notion of that there comes a point where people are good enough that they're not really dealing with any uncertainty. It's like you're going to do this and I'm going to do this, and then maybe the question is which will win out? Will I be able to break the Dempsey
Who's
rule?
going to be a little
like
faster?
Right.
Who's going to be a little bit more precise in their execution?
Yeah. But because they know that is a potential, right? Like then Ippo's like, oh yeah, the Dempsey roll. That's not really what I was banking on. What I was banking on is that after you do all that, I'm going to get you with the liver blow and the gazelle punch and everything, and then Dempsey roll again.
Right. So we get into that here, and this is I love that because the fight was slowed down so much, we were able to, I would say, break it down and have all the commentary here, and this is classic good shonen stuff. But Sendo got in a smash. So at this point, Ippo took a lighter version of, I believe, Sendo's strongest punch. But as they show it here, I think that Ippo, and I don't know if they commented, they did not comment on this, but I think the reason why Ippo was able to survive it was he actually utilized a little bit of Date's like redirecting bit, so that he took the punch a little bit. Oh yeah, but he already knew where it was coming. No. His guard was completely down. Watch.
Oh really?
Yeah. Watch this here. So he has his shoulder up.
Yeah, right. He's got the one arm, but
it's going to hit his face. That's the thing. He can't stop it there. But what he's stopping is he's pointing where the blow's going to be. It's going to hit him in the face. And as it hits him, I assume he had to have intentionally thrown his head back with it, which meant that when he was doing that, his bottom part here would be exposed. And it's not a body blow, which means he's going to be able to move his legs still. So that when that happens, Ippo then gets him completely in the left. So it wasn't strong enough to knock him out. But he used that knowledge of, I know where this punch is going to go. It can only go this way because I'm basically saying my side is protected here.
Yeah.
The place where you're going to send my whole body flying is just this. And just my head. And then there, I'm going to blindly punch exactly where, exactly where he knew he needed to with his liver blow. Then it's basically a contest of who's going to get stunned more from this hit.
Right.
And he knew it would be Sendo.
Yep.
So then he goes in, hits him with the right. He's now completely dislodged from his whole flow here. Sendo tries to willpower this up. And while he's falling back, he basically does the same thing.
Yep.
And uses his right as another smash. But
Ippo's faster. Like
Ippo's faster, and he's already won at this point.
Well, and one of the things that I really love here is that Ippo, it's like Ippo could tell that part of like Sendo's ribs were broken because he was banking on the fact that a liver blow would be more stunning to Sendo than a headshot would be to him, right?
I mean, he'd seen him take damage, though.
Oh, totally.
I don't think he knows precisely how much damage.
Right, but I love that that's something that Ippo, because he mentioned afterwards that Sendo didn't show because he's Sendo, right?
Right.
But the idea that Ippo had enough basically instinct and knowledge and everything and trust in his own abilities and what he was doing to know that I've been hitting him there a lot and my punches hurt. That place is
sensitive.
That place is sensitive, right? How sensitive he might not necessarily know. He didn't know that the ribs were actually broken, right?
Right.
But he's able to do that, and that was what sort of snowballed the whole rest of the fight here,
right?
But if that hadn't worked, he would have been done.
Yeah, but it's not only his motion to get him in with the liver blow by dodging underneath this there. He then leapt in with the same movements for the gazelle punch.
Yep.
And then
right, so he followed it up 1, 2, 3 perfectly.
Well, right, but I almost think that people are saying, well, the gazelle punch was only the second one, but actually it was that leap in, which I wonder if it was not really the gazelle punch, but we're throwing all the way back to the days of where was he? Otsuma. Do you remember when Ippo had to leap in and do the jumping under the bars and stuff? Yep. that was his lunge here.
Right, and I think that's what they ended up basing the Gazelle Punch off of. It's
right.
like a continuation of that. If I recall correctly, that was a while ago.
Yeah, I think so. But then, of course, Sendo fell back and went into a protective stance from there.
Right.
He again leapt underneath his guard there.
Yep.
Uppercutted him. Now as he's falling back, then he goes in.
Right, because otherwise he probably wouldn't have been able to close the distance while keeping Sendo stunned enough in order to actually go into the Dempsey roll. Because otherwise he would have closed the distance, but he wouldn't have gotten another hit in, so Sendo would have recovered.
And probably broken the tempo of the Dempsey roll
exactly,
again.
right.
Yeah.
So
it just feels perfectly executed, and it feels like we're able to understand it. And then, of course, they hit us with the feels as Sendo starts flashing back and realizing why he's here, as Ippo starts to wind up the biggest can of pain he's about to unleash upon him.
Yep.
And my God, it was something else. And I was so terrified at one point that Ippo was going to go for another body blow in his windup here. But every time he's done the Dempsey roll before, he just goes for the head.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going for the knockout, not the I will, immobilize you kind of punch.
Right.
But I'm terrified that if he had done, maybe on his third or fourth wind-up punch, if he had done a left kidney shot again, oh God, I fear for Sendo's life and body. Yeah,
I was worried about that too. There's a part of me that wonders if there's something about the Dempsey roll of flowing seamlessly from one into the next, that you kind of have to land all the blows on the same place, like on the head, so that way, you're kind of pushing them into the position for the next hit, with each one.
Yeah, I got to watch a YouTube video of Jack Dempsey actually using it in real life,
and it's a lot faster. They go down a lot quicker.
it's so much faster, and it is a lot less. It looks a lot less controlled. Actually, it literally looks like someone just walks up and rapid fire shotgun blasts you.
Right,
and. When I say rapid fire, I mean the motion of how he moves the figure eight. It's a lot less. It's a lot less motion.
It does well, and unfortunately, we don't have the air trails, behind it, like as he goes.
Right, but I mean, I even tried to slow it down watching it, and it just looks more like, and then the guy's just down. Yeah, it's so quick that the whole thing is done in like 1 second. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. And I don't think that he was punching the same places.
Oh, really?
I think that the majority of it ended up usually in the head. But the thing is that sometimes he would do it and it would never hit the head, because Dempsey would usually do this to take down bigger people. So he was the shorter guy, the little guy.
Right.
And so sometimes it's just into the, stomach and just destroying them. But, I mean, I only watched a couple times of him doing it. It was like a highlight reel in black and white, and it was really cool.
Yeah.
But, okay. This was... This was a finale. This was a...
Yep. In every sense of the word, it was absolutely fantastic. And I loved... Okay, so I mean, in general, I love this about Ippo, but not just the fights. The fights are wonderful and hype and amazing. But I love the aftermath of the fights.
Yeah.
Because that's where I feel like it really sinks in of what it means for Ippo, what it means for everybody watching, what it means for the person who lost, and how things change for Ippo moving forward.
Yep.
When both of them returned to their homes, and there was that bit of, one before they even left, but when they were in the act of leaving, right? That was all absolutely perfect. I loved it so much.
The way Sendo's like, hey, you beat me. You fought and defeated the great Takeshi Sendo. Stand proud,
Yeah. Yep.
Like, there's a lot in this where in the kind of a manly man showdown or what have you, there's all this pride and ego that comes into it. But Sendo specifically did this because he was pushed by his... He was pushed to be strong.
Yeah.
He was pushed to be strong. And on his way to discovering what it meant to be strong, he kind of lost his way a little bit.
Yep.
And yet he didn't lose the actual dream. He kept a hold on to that. And while I would say that definitely did change in its look and its outlook, him being here in the final moments and kind of telling Ippo like, hey, you're strong.
Yep.
I feel like that's a very like used trope, you know,
sure,
specifically the acknowledgement of the strong to the strong.
That's right. Yeah.
But for Sendo, it's him saying,
Yep.
no, I'm actually still kind of weak.
Yeah. And
I
that's
still have a long way to go.
right. And it
the
makes
humility.
it mean so much more. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because with the, you know, if you just have the two people that are we're both super strong, blah, 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 then one, it can make them not as likable because usually that can have too much pride and all that stuff. And that's really what makes Ippo so special as a protagonist, I feel like, is that even while he goes the distance and does all of this stuff and gets absolutely absorbed in the boxing and the competitiveness, he's still Ippo. He's still our boy, you know. And where he's not entirely sure, like, wait a minute, I actually did this, I won, really, and then go turn around and look, you know, and Sendo's there, but then also like I was almost expecting him to turn around and just sort of see the crowd, like, you know, just all cheering, like, Ippo, you did it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, it's and then Sendo on the train back, and he's like, I feel like I did the best game of my life, but I feel like I kind of let them down because I didn't keep my promise. And then, of course, when he actually talks to them, they're not thinking about that at all.
No,
not at all.
We'll follow you wherever you go.
Yep.
What's exciting about this is that they mentioned with Fuji and Imura that there's a possibility that his career is over. And the way Sendo talks to them is that he'll have to start over from the beginning.
Right.
Which is kind of like saying, yes, your career is over. All that you accomplished this point, you kind of have to hard reset on that. You have to rinse your save file and start the game back over again. But the problem is you can't actually do that. Everyone's going to remember that you did this, and also that you couldn't hold on to the belt at this point here. But despite that, he's going to have a loyal group of people that are following him and coming to his fights, which in the boxing meta sign of things is probably really important.
Oh, yeah.
Because if he ends up being kind of the washed up boxer where people don't follow him to his matches,
then he won't get fights.
He won't get fights.
Right.
Or
exactly.
he will get really lame ass fights,
and
basically.
Then, and then it'll just sort of...
It'll just fizzle out to nothing.
Right. Exactly. It's one of the reasons why Volk's career was over, not just because of the losing 2 fights in a row, but stranger in a strange land. You know, he doesn't have people that are following him around, right? You know, whereas in the case of Sendo, it's they will be right there with you so that you will be able to climb back up to the top.
Rocky.
Exactly.
Rocky, Tiger of Naniwa.
Yep.
Those are stories, legends, titles, all that. Something that he maybe didn't feel like he lived up to, but he did enjoy himself and have the best fight ever. And this is maybe something to be said for any time someone is doing your passion, your thing, is when you channel, like we talked about this a lot in Haikyuu, but when you channel all your passion into a specific thing and you're truly feeling like you're living your life, you're enjoying the best version of yourself, you are doing that, other people will see it and it will attract them to you. Now, Sendo obviously did not win.
Right.
He did take the title, which is a big deal, but I don't think these people are following him just because he was the champion at some point.
Right.
I think they're following him because of his whole journey, not because of individual
They believed
fights.
in him before he had the belt. And after this fight, even though he lost, he is in my mind. They might not do this, you know, but I would not at all be surprised if he is kind of on a level other than most other boxers because of the change up, because of the fact that basically he went back and forth with Ippo so much so late.
The mix up.
Oh, the mix up.
Yeah. Okay.
Because of that. he basically, both of them pushed each other to lengths that they would not have thought possible, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is that there never would have been a reason for them to actually look in those places, because usually they're good enough that they would just beat whoever they're up against, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or, well, you just get beaten if the person's that much better than you, right?
Yeah.
So here, Sendo will be able to train with a different mindset than he has had at any point before in his career, I believe, right? Because he's going to remember this fight, right? Because before, his previous fight with Ippo, or his fight with Volg, for instance, that might be the sort of the pinnacle of what it really means to put your all into it, right?
Yeah.
So okay, yeah. So when he gets close to that point, that might be where it's, he starts to peter out, right?
Sure.
Whereas now, he's going to be like, no, it's not here. It's way up here.
Way up there.
Like, no. Like, even if he gets to the point where maybe he would be at his limit, like with previous fights, he's like, no. I know where my limit is, and it's not here.
Way back.
I used to think it was here, and maybe it used to actually be here, but now
it's moved.
It's way farther, right? And that's something that, like, the up-and-coming boxers will not have.
That's true.
They will not have that.
I feel like this is something that we all saw coming, so I'm super excited for Ippo. But one of the things I'm more excited about is that Ippo, in getting to have, in some ways, a little bit of peace, a little bit of just celebration, and just I would say just feeling the exaltation of, this whole experience is a great thing for him. But I love all these other side characters who kind of get to now realize, we were not only right to believe in this kid, but I am now spurred on because of this kid. And there are a few characters that I feel like I'm really excited for this for specifically. Mashiba being like, bastard, like now I'm so worked up. If I don't go work out, I'm gonna explode. Like, that was awesome. I feel like Kumi also in a lot of ways is just absolutely excited for Ippo, but just maybe she got a little bit of an answer as well as to why her brother boxes in this way because of this match. Maybe we'll see. The other one specifically is kind of the group, the boys, Aoki
Takamura and the Two Stooges,
Takamura, exactly. But they got development, a few episodes ago. Quite a few episodes ago. But when that happened, it was kind of a reminder of, they have dreams, they have goals, they have desires and what have you. And now they're in a gym with two champions. And that's gotta be something where like a fire's lit under them. And it's like,
because what
do you want?
Right. Because
what do you want?
Because in the case of Takamura, all right, he's a freak of nature. He beat a bear. It's like, okay,
he's unreal.
Right? Ippo,
you watched him grow.
They watched him grow.
You watched every step.
They remember watching him when he came in and he was just a little kid, and just sort of, who's this guy? Right? And now it's, dear God.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm so excited for where the show goes next from here. The way this is going to work, y'all, is that we're going to react, of course, to the next episode. And then we are getting given to us like some adjoining like movies, OVAs in some combination order. I don't know exactly how that works. We'll be reacting to those, and those will basically take the weekly, slot for that day. But there's more seasons of Ippo after this. So, like, are they going to do a time skip? Are they going to like? No idea. Are they going to like?
Well,
change up things dramatically? Because I know that Madhouse took like more than a few years between the ending of this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If I remember correctly, it was made way later. Well, so it's going to be like, at the very least, it's going to look a lot better.
Well, Ippo's probably going to be going to world competition now because he's beaten Japan. And that's crazy and awesome to think about.
It's also kind of awesome to potentially think about Ippo having almost a little bit of a break. Just having a moment where maybe there are some challengers that come up and he destroys them.
His title,
But in terms of the drive to push to grow, he maybe has to find a goal that's bigger than that. but also somewhat realistic. So all that being said,
he's got New Horizons now.
Exactly. So what do you do in the episode after this to kind of prepare us for what's to come? I don't know.
No idea.
I'm really excited for whatever it brings. But y'all, thank you for following us on this journey.
Thanks for getting us to watch this show.
This show is ridiculous. And Sendo's okay.
He's okay.
So happy.
I was really worried that he was gonna die or something.
But y'all, if you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there. And all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us and the community there about this show, about anime in general. And you can also talk with Jacob about the sci-fi novel that he wrote.
That's right. I wrote a sci-fi novel. It's called Battle Lines, and it's awesome. And if you want to read it, it's on Amazon. Link in the description down below. Go check it out.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.